Hey guys, so I start my new job Tuesday. The reason I'm not really stoked about it is because the original site I wanted to work for was like 15 minutes from my house, and then the pay that they're gonna pay, I was like, well, it's worth it since it's 15 minutes, from my house. Unfortunately, when I did the interview, they had like four positions open, and I was like, fuck, that's not what I like to hear because there's a lot of moving and a lot of thing, and they already moved me three times before I even started. And I'm like, but whatever, I'm trying to be positive. I'm not gonna, because I'm gonna start out like at 1780, but it's a half an hour drive. Excuse for all the breathing. I'm recovering from a cold, so I still have like I feel mucus in my lungs, so it's hard for me to breathe and talk at the same time. So for me, 1780 would have been perfect if it was like from 15 minutes from my house. Unfortunately, it's also like a 30-minute drive. There's another position I'm gonna try to apply for. Hopefully I can get that one. I'll get paid an extra like almost $5 more. So I'm gonna try to get that one. Hopefully I can get an interview. But there's two things I want to work on, and that's overthinking and self-doubt. I've been overthinking so much to the point where I drive myself crazy and stress. And dude, if you could see right now all the gray hair that's growing, it's insane. Before I only had like maybe 5 gray hairs. This last year, even I'm shocked how many freaking gray hairs I have. My birthday's on March 1st. I'm gonna be fucking 29. Might as well run that bitch off to 30. 30 is the new 40, so I'm gonna be 40. Dude, I feel it, man. Like, I can't lift like I used to. I gotta be even more careful. I gotta take more vitamins because I get injured pretty quickly. So I think I'm gonna lay off the heavy lifting for a little bit, start off on the basics. I think I might lose 30 pounds and then start lifting heavy, see what happens. Yeah, man, I'm definitely in a better place. Definitely still doing a lot of work. I'm owning up to a lot of the shit like that happened. I mean, it affects you, dude, especially, you marry somebody, shit happens. And yeah, it affects you, dude. Like, I have baggage, I need to work on it. And I guess I didn't want to admit it. I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but the reason I don't have anything on I don't have anything on my walls is because I guess I refuse to call this place home. Like, I don't like living here. I just have to accept what it is. I have to make the best of it. I gotta find my happy place here. I gotta make the best of it, man. So I'm decluttering my room, so it's a mess right now. Dude, I still haven't even unpacked from when I went to Seattle, and that was like a month ago. So I'm barely unpacking all my shit then. I gotta clean out my closet. I have a lot of nonsense now. So I'm decluttering. I still found like a stash of beer in my corner that I didn't even know I had. So I gotta make this home. I have to accept it. It's crazy, dude. It's been a year, but it still feels like yesterday. So the things I've learned this past year, it has been hard. My advice I can give you whenever you go through a breakup, you have to work on yourself. You have to work on your mental stress. Your mental health is so important. And I feel like that's the first I finally started doing that last year. I'm starting working on my mental health and figured out how important it is. Because I feel like it just piled up so much. And honestly, it's very dangerous if you're not used to it. Because I won't lie to you, I was suicidal when I found out what happened with my ex-wife. And, the only reason I didn't do it was because, fuck. I've been crying too much on these fucking videos. The only reason I didn't do it was because my brother was there, and, he told me if I would have done it, he would have felt like he felt as a brother. And, it is a selfish thing. I didn't care about anybody else. I was just tired of being in pain. It's difficult, man. Every day you wake up and you can't see the light. All you see is darkness, and it's hard to come out of it. You try to make the most of it, but it's just constant. You just constantly get beat up. You get smashed on. It's living here too. I don't even talk to my dad because I understand why he's like that, but I don't want to be around it. Just constantly negative and complaining about everything. And I could tell my mom sometimes tries to help him out, but then he just bitches about it. And I want to remember him as the man I knew when I was a kid. he was a great dad. But now, the things that he's doing is just, I'm being disappointed. Nothing I can do about that. You know, it's none of my business. What am I supposed to do? Like, I told him, I gave him a heads up. I'm like, dude, if you want to get a divorce, like, just know you're going to have to pay alimony. You know, half your retirement is going to go to my mom. So I told him, you know, do what you got to do. But, you know, I don't want to get involved. It's you know, it might sound messed up, but, you know, what can I do? I'm only going to get paid 17, 18. That ain't shit. Like, after taxes and everything, I'll probably positive like $2,000. I have $1,000 worth of just fucking accumulated debt because I've been using nothing but credit cards to pay all my shit off. And then, you know, it's gonna be like $200 for gas, and then food, and I'm left with like $500. And that's what I want to throw on top of my debt to get rid of it. So it's like I still can't live on my own. In California, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, it's at least $1,300 to $1,400 for a 1 bedroom, 1 bath. 14. It's impossible to live on your own, and that hits me hard too. It's like I want to be on my own, I want to be independent, but yeah, I can't even fucking afford it. I'm just staying away from everybody, minding my own business. And the more you're happy in life, the less you want to escape it. By that, you know, the less you want to watch Netflix, the less you want to binge watch movies and shows, the less you want to escape reality, the less you want to do drugs and drink, you know, and party, because we all do that to escape life, because it is hard, man. You know, it's not easy, especially coming up from fucking nothing and working your ass off, and things just don't go your way. You know, I get it. You know, I'm still there, I'm still doing it, but you know, we do only have one life, and I'm trying to make the best of it. And I'll be 100 with you. It does hurt, and sometimes it does scare me. But sometimes I ask myself, you know, if you were to die in a week, would you care? For me, I don't really care. I mean, I don't have a reason to live. You know, people would live for yourself. But if you don't really give a rat's ass about yourself, how the fuck are you supposed to keep on living? That's fucked up, but it's true. I don't really give a... So my whole life I always lived for other people. So I'm still trying to figure out how to live for myself. And the way I'm learning is, first things first, I gotta be happy. Keep going every day. Keep doing everything, the bare minimum. Keep working on yourself until you find a reason to keep going on. Until you find a reason where you finally ask that stuff, if you were to die in a week, would you care? And you say, yeah, I don't want to. Why? Because I'm doing this with my life. I still have this to do. I want to do this. These are my goals. This is my compliment. You know, I still have my spouse. I still have my kids for whatever reason. So sometimes I do envy people with kids, because I tell them, you have a fucking child. Like, if it's hard and you can't find a reason, do it for your fucking kid. Make sure you bust your ass off so your kid doesn't have to suffer what you fucking went through. That's why right now I'm just focusing on myself, my job. I want to budget, pay off debt, figure stuff out, go back to school, finish it so I can leave this bullshit job, because I'm realizing too, I don't like it. It doesn't bring satisfaction. Like, it's just labor. Anybody can do labor. You can be replaced like that. Honestly, I could be replaced by fucking robots in the future for all I fucking know, dude. So I want to help people, and that's what I want to do, and that's my passion. And you know, if I got paid $15 an hour doing it, hell yeah, dude, I don't give a fuck. Like, it wouldn't even feel work. I'd be enjoying helping people and talking to people, and I feel like that's what I want to do, because sometimes I do start talking to people, you know, start talking to an ex-coworker, and then, you know, start talking to life, and I just give them, I just tried to tell them the shit I've been through and what I did, and, you know, I try to tell them what to think about. I don't ever try to tell you what to do. The only thing I tell you what to do is, like, you know, you should look this up, you should watch this video, or you should listen to this podcast. But, you know, for me, these are the questions you should ask yourself and see what you want to do. You know, I can go on and on, but I just want to come up with an update video. Thank you guys again. You guys have no idea how much you guys fucking helped me last year, dude. The reason I went back to YouTube was because, you know, I was in the darkness and I was scared and, you know, super suicidal. And, you know, that was my leap of faith. You know, when I posted my business on my Instagram, you know, my ex-wife's side of the family went off on me. But the reason I did that was because I was scared of what I might end up doing to myself. So now I'm trying to remember why I'm doing these videos is to show you guys, you know, real shit. To show you, fuck yeah, man, you go through some really messed up stuff in life, but you gotta keep going. So baby steps, little by little. But again, I can't thank you guys enough, man. Appreciate you guys watching, and see you guys later, man. Peace.